We're in for some great entertainment here, so I hope you're sitting comfortably.
Wow! Good job I came. Plus, you get a great view from up here. If he...
There's little or no...
Finally, there's one that lets his biceps do the talking.
Yeah, but from his opponent's point of view, it was a short conversation.
He checked that move.
Made him look stupid, you mean?
Funny how his head went one way and the body the other.
Got an elastic jaw.
As soon as he throws his first punch.
We know the opponent will be out for lunch. Remember the 2503 season, which saw the retirement of one of Blood Bowl's favorite killers, Nobler Blackwood, who after 8 great seasons finally hung up his chainsaw.
It lopped off more heads than any other chainsaw in history, including a massive 14 decapitations in one match.
I think she's singing him a lullaby. Getting the brain to communicate with the arm.
What brain are you talking about, Bob?
Right. There was a time when the colleges of magic hadn't yet ruled on limiting wizard assistants to teams.
Who could forget the infamous 2472 Quagmire incident, when rampant spellcasting caused the entire Bright Crusaders Stadium to sink into the earth?
Nobody could forget that. People were blinded for miles around the stadium. That's what happens when a pro crosses an amateur.
Yes, splodge. Nice left punch, right on the nose.
Sure was, Jim. It's broken now.
What finesse, what style, what perfection.
What a hammer blow.
Picking that ball up look easy. Delivery is within Stud's reach.
Good news for the fans. That first touchdown means that the teams won't be settling for a boring 0-0 draw.
see much of the Heroes of Law these days.
I don't know.
For any spectators who aren't aware, the Heroes of Law hope to show the world a better way by honest, strategic play on the pitch.
It's probably a good thing we don't...
He's got the ball! You can't say much about that.
Full-blooded, but perfectly legal. Boom! In the face, and then followed by a clean uppercut. Well done!
It seems this player does all the talking with the fists.
And they clearly know how to get heard. Boom! That player goes directly to the dugout.
Well, at least it's not the morgue. The referees guild has decided to hire a bodyguard for each game.
Another brilliant idea. And just how effective will one bodyguard be against a stadium full of supporters?
True, could be a bit one-sided. This player has opened the slapping box and gives rather generously. And then, pow! Right in the face! Down and eat the dust! It's good for you!
He's recovered the ball!
Well, that's one with a good reason to go see the apothecary.
Yep, looks like he's gonna need a good one. Ouch! Right in the face! The other guy couldn't dodge that one. The Blood Bowl annals are littered with the stories of teams who've gone bust with crippling debts.
And with the cost of doping and bribery on the rise, the problem won't be going... They can start to move forward. Touchdown, ahoy! One more touchdown!
Yep, looks like they decided to step up a gear.
The players are ready. Very sunny.
Just look at that clear sky, Jim.
Another glorious day. But that blinding sunshine may affect the passing game.
Great! Then maybe the teams will turn their attention to hitting each other instead.
And don't forget, children, don't try and do this at home. Remember, these are seasoned professionals.
Well, one of them is anyway. have a nice sleep.
Little baby gets his medicine and he's having a little nap. Just look at the fans. They're red hot. A majority of supporters reckon that the league should take measures to prevent the small minority of peaceful fans from watching a match from the terraces.
They've got a point. If they don't want to join in the fun, they might as well stay home and watch it on Cablevision. That's the first half over.
Not soon enough for some players, eh, Bob?
Well, a couple of minutes on the life support machine will have him back in perfect condition.
Right hook was worthy of a black hawk.
You're telling me it'll take a while to get over it. Ouch! Oh, he's knocked him senseless.
You're assuming then that he had something between his ears to begin with. When he comes round, he'll be seeing double.
If he comes around.
Today's insight comes from Jaime Schnibbel, coach and owner of the Goblin Lowdown Rats team. In yesterday's Spike magazine, he said that Blood Bowl was like war. No winners, just survivors.
Oh, that's deep. About as deep as his team's position in the rankings.
I don't know if he really liked that uppercut.
He may not have liked it, but he certainly ate it. In a game as physical as this, the player is really in the right place.
Exactly, it's really ugly. Blood Bowl is reputedly the toughest of all sports.
So they say, but it really only comes down to taking a few hits. What violence!
Yes! It's a great spectacle, Bob. Well, that'll keep him quiet for a while.
Yeah, he's just stunned, not dead. Incoming!
Well, it is a violent sport.
The player has got the ball, and now he's the main target. Brilliant side kick to the face. Let's see that again in slow motion.
Wallop! Right on the smuzzle.
He'll have a bit of trouble blowing his nose from now on.
Well, this player slips between the other one's hands.
Yes, and yet they were clawed.
Things are... The touchdown, and they're being supporters.
That's it. The ball's in play. There's going to be trouble.
The player gets hold of the ball.
I've heard of teams that have simply disappeared after being abandoned by their supporters.
Let's say that some teams who haven't won a match for several years have been tied up by their fans and thrown into rubbish containers.
It's the only way to end a downward spiral. You think you'll be able to get up after that blow, Jim?
Oh, yes. He's not the sort to stay down. Looks like there was some bad blood between those two, eh, Bob?
Yeah, Jim. Something to do with swapped body parts.
That face job is a lot cheaper than a plastic surgeon.
I don't know if he planned it, but it won't do him any harm in the looks department.
Did you hear about the Evil Gits? The team that is made up of the mix of evil players?
Their fans won the Most Evil Supporters of the Year award. Fully merited from what I've seen.
Bet that hurt. Good job his nose got in the way.
Yeah, otherwise he'd have got it full in the face.
One regulation clobbering.
Do you know where the sewer runners get their name from? They only defeated the All-Stars, who were winning 6-0 at halftime. While his teammates were getting pounded, a certain Cuitha decided to abandon the pitch and went into the sewers below the stadium. He came up in the opposition end zone.
I remember it well. He did it 7 times to score 7 touchdowns.
Poetry in motion.
What we'd like to see...
More he had a front row seat for that assault, but I doubt he could fully appreciate it.
He won't appreciate the gaping wound either. This player was really strong. Do you think they have some troll blood in them?
Could be. Or maybe his opponent shouldn't speak that way about the family.
Down and quite stunned, apparently.
Oh, a few slaps in the face and anybody can wake up instantly.
They're crap, and they lost.
Certainly lost, but Travis probably overstated it. There was very little in it.
Okay, they lost, and they're crap. That's what fans pay out good money to see.
Yeah, and that high mark is fully justified.
They had victim written on their faces as they traipsed out onto the pitch.
Now some of them have it scraped into their backs.
The stats don't lie. Defeat is the only logical outcome.
Yeah, and it doesn't need deep analysis to see where the problem lies.
Possession is the key.
MVP looks great on a CV, but what really counts is for the team to win.
Well, he did his best, but it just wasn't good enough.
The opposition certainly confined them to their own half. Blood Bowl just ain't what it used to be. Nobody doped to the eyeballs.
It's just not entertainment. I don't think I've ever seen so many players sent off in one match.
Overzealous. Of course, there was the odd incident, but nothing out of the ordinary.